Good morning and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Northwest High School class of 2022. Would everyone please stand and join me in the presentation of colors and remain standing during the national anthem performed this morning by the Northwest High School Band. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to introduce several important and honored guests who are in attendance for today's ceremony and whose support for the class of 2022 is much appreciated. Please stand as your names are read. Seated on the stage this morning are Mr. Mark Gilbert, the President of the Northwest Local School District Board of Education, and Mr. Darrell Yater, the Superintendent of the Northwest Local School District. Joining us today in the press box are other important guests. Northwest Local School District Board members Mrs. Nicole Taube, Dr. Chris Heather, Mr. Jim Detzel, and Mr. Matt Tietzort, as well as some of our central office administrators, Mrs. Amy Wells, our District Chief Financial Officer and Treasurer, Mr. Chris McKee, Director of Business Operations, Mrs. Brenda Miller, Director of Curriculum, Mrs. Lori Reilly, Assistant Director of Elementary Curriculum, Mrs. Elizabeth Witt, Assistant Treasurer, Mrs. Jennifer Blust, Federal Program Supervisor, and Mrs. Lindsay Creasy, our Public Relations Coordinator. Seated on the field are Assistant Principals Ms. Amy Bertram, Mr. Mark Zimmerly, Athletic Director Mr. Chad Kaltenbach, and Dean of Students Mr. Austin Morgan. Please stand and be recognized. These administrators provide an immense amount of support to me as a principal, and I'm extremely thankful for this team. They are educators who care very much about what is best for students, and I appreciate and admire the work they do every day to make Northwest a great school. I would also like to thank Officer Will Gaffney and Mr. Brian Byrne for their supervision and dedication to keeping our students safe. Seated to our left are our dedicated and caring guidance counselors, Mrs. Emily Jones, Miss Brittany Summers, Mrs. Jenny Schuler, and Miss Cheryl Stenger. High school is a journey for sure, And these 4 women have worked with the graduates to check credits, schedule classes, register for the ACT, complete college applications, send transcripts, and as people to lean on during difficult times. The long hours they have worked and their diligence to make sure that all of the students are here to graduate today should be commended. Please join me in thanking our guidance staff. Also seated to the left are our senior class advisors who will read the names of the graduates today. This year, these advisors spent 15 minutes each day with your students as part of our advisory program and have been a support system through the many changes in high school and are honored to read your students' names this morning. And on my right are additional staff members participating in today's ceremony. I think I speak for our students and families when I say we have an unbelievable staff who are devoted to the success of the students at Northwest High School. Our staff have high expectations, challenge our students, want the best for our students, and work around the clock to be there for our students. Please join me in thanking our dedicated staff members. There are many people without whom today's ceremony would not be possible. Thank you to our junior students who served as part of our Ivy chain today, and to Mrs. Mary Simoneau for her help in coordinating their role today. Their names are listed in your program. Thank you to Band Director Mr. Tim Heening, Assistant Band Director Mr. Glenn Greenwood, and our student musicians for today's music. Thank you to the Northwest office staff, especially Mrs. Maria Butts and Mrs. Lisa Hunt for all of their help organizing many aspects of today's ceremony behind the scenes. These 2 women not only put in many hours of work for graduation, but on a daily basis keep Northwest High School running smoothly. Thank you for everything that you do for our families. I would also like to thank our custodial staff for arranging transportation of everything we needed for today's ceremony and for helping with the setup and teardown involved in an outdoor ceremony. At this time, I would also like to thank Mrs. Holly Rodenbeck, our PTSA president, and Mrs. Shanrika Willis, our booster president, who have been involved in countless events to support the students and staff at Northwest High School. I would also like to thank Ms. Nicole Bach, Ms. Venice Hughes, Ms. Britt O'Shea, Ms. Carla Pfeiffer, Mrs. Wendy Puccini, Ms. Crystal Roberts, Mrs. Holly Rodenbeck, Mrs. Rhonda Rohrig, Mrs. Wendy Rowland, and Mrs. Dana Schoen for their help in planning various aspects of the Northwest High School after prom this year as well. This community is very appreciative of all that both of these groups do for our students. Thank you. We also appreciate Herff Jones Graduate Services for their help outfitting today's graduates, LifeTouch for taking the photographs of the students today, and Waycross Media for filming and live streaming today's ceremony. I would also like to thank Principal Erin Davis and her staff here at Colerain High School for allowing us to hold today's ceremony in their stadium and to utilize their facilities. And I would be remiss if I didn't take a minute to congratulate all of the family members of the graduates here today. I know you are as proud of these students as we are. Each of you has played a significant part in shaping these graduates into the young men and women that they are today, and I appreciate that you've shared your students with us and trusted us to educate them in some of their most formative years. Their success today is also a reflection of all of you. You've prepared them well for their academic success, and since March of 2020, you've helped them navigate challenges and obstacles that no parent or guardian could have ever anticipated. Whether you're here in person or watching online, I'm glad that you're able to share in the success of these students today. Graduates, please give your families and those people who have supported you to get to this point a round of applause. And seniors, you've made it. Give yourselves a round of applause. The world around us is a much different place than it was just over 2 years ago when you were finishing the 3rd quarter of your sophomore year. The pandemic has affected all of us in very unique and deeply profound ways, but I want you to reflect on just how much you've accomplished during that time on your journey to this moment. You've had exactly 1 full normal school year as freshmen, and in the middle of your high school career, you had to adjust to a new way of teaching and learning. You have faced adversity and challenges, both visible and unseen. You've had to grow up too quickly, and you found within yourselves the determination and resilience to overcome and achieve your goals. I speak for everyone when I say that we were so excited to get back to annual traditions like homecoming, the prom fashion show, and prom, and it's truly a blessing to see you all here together today, one last time, as the Northwest High School class of 2022. A statement to the world that you will not give up and you will not be beaten. Even though you will no longer walk the halls of Northwest High School, you will forever be a knight. My hope for each and every one of you is that you think about what you've accomplished and what you've learned about yourself, not just during the past 2+ years, but throughout your entire high school career, and that you use that to impact some positive change in your corner of the world. We as adults now look to you as our future leaders, our future workforce, our future caregivers, our future society. We've done our best to help prepare you, so go forth and meet life's opportunities, keep your resilience, cultivate and maintain a support system, pursue your goals with determination and passion, and find ways to be a part of something bigger than yourself. These things will help you shape your future, establish yourself, and make your mark in this ever-changing world. With your presence here today, you've already shown us that you can do it. Now it's your turn to show the world, and we can't wait to watch you. Congratulations, seniors, and best of luck to all of you. At this time, I would like to introduce our first student speaker, Cara Puccini, summa cum laude.
Although she cannot be with us today, the class of 2022 would like to recognize our PTSA Educator of the Year, Ms. Katie Castor. Ms. Castor has been a leader and an impactful educator since she stepped into Northwest High School 5 years ago. Her dedication to students and her coursework is evident in all aspects of her job performance. She has been a member of the freshman English team, served as the English department chair on the building leadership team, helped formulate new study skills curriculum, and was a vital member of the group writing the learning targets for the English department. She has also taken the challenge of teaching the AP curriculum in her brief time at Northwest. During extra PD and conferences to bolster her skills and her curricular ideas, she has even furthered her education as she has already her master's degree in education. By working towards another master's degree in English, she can also offer our students a college credit plus option. Even all of this on her plate, she still manages to volunteer at her children's school and will be a leader in the Boosters program in the coming years. There is not a program that she won't take on, a challenge she will not meet, or students she will not inspire as an educator. As junior students here at Goldick states, Ms. Castor is greatly invested in all of her students and cares deeply about providing them a good education. Whenever you have a question, she goes out of her way to make sure you understand the content. She is extremely dedicated to creating an environment that is conducive to the learning of every student that walks into her classroom. She's a great teacher and even better person. Northwest is lucky to have a fine educator as a colleague, a teacher, and a friend. Congratulations, Ms. Castor. This year, the PTSA has chosen Miss Wendy Puccini as the recipient of the Friend of the Children Award. Wendy has volunteered in some capacity for the last 19 years in our district, hoping multiple positions on the booster and the PTSA boards over the years. She has also helped run the prom fashion show for the years as well. She has always gone above and beyond for our staff and our students, and without her commitment to the Northwest community, many of the activities and opportunities that we have had over the years would not have been possible. She has also recently stepped up as Northwest from her role as a classroom assistant to the role of athletic secretary and building treasurer. The PTSA and Northwest community cannot thank you enough for your hard work and dedication. Love you.
Thank you, Cara. At this time, I would like to introduce our second student speaker, Lindsay Rohrig, summa cum laude.
The class of 2022 would also like to recognize our class sponsor, Mrs. Sarah Brew, as well as Miss Danielle Rule. Being a class sponsor can be a thankless job, but Mrs. Brew worked many hours outside of her teaching schedule to ensure these high school years are memorable and enjoyable for this class. Additionally, Miss Rule helped coordinate arrangements for prom and senior breakfast. There are several students in the class of 2022 who have accomplished many academic feats throughout their 4 years at Northwest High School. In addition to the summa cum laude graduates seated on the stage, students who earned a weighted GPA of a 4.16 or higher have obtained this distinction of magna cum laude. Please stand when your name is called, and please hold your applause until all names are read. Karen Aguilar, Hannah Baker, Riley Brinkman, Kenlyn Caldwell, Tamay Clemens, Sativa Ann Gaines, Olivia Hopkins, Justin Marcourt, and Markel Marvin.
Thank you, Lindsay. To recognize our cum laude graduates, I would like to introduce our next student speaker, Luke Chapin, summa cum laude.
Cum laude graduates are those that earned at least a 3.57 weighted grade point average throughout their high school careers. Please stand as their name is called, and please hold your applause until all names are read. Alexis Bach, Miles Blackwell, Carissa Bowker, Savannah Cook, Kaylee Elam, Noah Godbold, Morgan Hines, Alexander Hogeback, Alexis Hughes, Matthew Jones, Anissa Lewis, Kiesia Lewis, Caden Lintz, Victoria Marquez, Leonardo Martinez Artegia, Ray McAnich, Haley Meese, Ariel Osborne, Sierra Pfeiffer, Adam Rowland, Mackenzie Smits, Angel Soriano, Nyla Strickland, Janaya Terry, and Carla Varela Cerita. Because of the hard work and academic abilities of the students of the class of 2022, collectively nearly $3.5 million was awarded to this group of students by colleges and universities. Eight years ago, the senior class started a tradition of selecting a speaker for our graduation ceremony who knows this class well, who we cannot look up to, and who can impart some final words of wisdom upon us. The class of 2022 has chosen Miss Ari Jardine. Please join me in welcoming her to the podium.
Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2022. It's been a long and often unexpected journey, but you made it. My first experience with the class of 2022 came when they were freshmen, and I was only in my second year of teaching. While I had a year of experience under my belt, I still wasn't really sure what I was doing. Throughout the course of the school year, I not only grew more comfortable, I was able to have a lot of fun thanks to the 20-something kids in that class. One of the very first things I remember being asked was, "Can I touch your kneecaps?" which somehow became a recurring theme throughout the year, and also kind of summarizes the personality of that particular individual. She's grown a lot throughout the years, and I'm really proud of her for making it here today. I also had Miles and Michael, who were always down for a game of Uno once their work was finished, and often before. Jamie and Hannah, who were always willing to share personal anecdotes or conversations about life, and Dominic, who had endless curiosity about everything. As the years went by, I met even more fantastic students, Karen and Sephora, who were willing to take risks and step up to new challenges, Liv and Amber, who made my day when they said they'd be majoring in biology, Nikolai and Francis, who expressed extreme enthusiasm about anatomy labs, Chloe, who is incredibly down to earth and always willing to share the tea, and Kara, who really took charge of her role as National Honor Society president. These are just a few of the amazing students I've had the pleasure to get to know, and I'm proud of everyone sitting out there in a chair today. One of my favorite radio shows has a 3 things segment every morning that I really enjoy. So before you get your diploma and leave us for good, I would like to leave you with 3 pieces of advice. Things. Number 1, find something you love. People will say, find a job you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. I don't think that's necessarily true, but it does make it easier to show up to work every day. Number 2, it's okay to fail or not know where your life is headed. A lot of people get this idea in their head that they need some grand life plan or otherwise they are failing in some way. But even the best laid plans are not always going to work out the way you think. You will meet new people, try new things, and experience disappointments that can drastically change your life and your plans for the future. But that's not a bad thing. If you had asked me where I saw myself about 10 years ago when I graduated, this would not have been it, but I wouldn't change anything. Number 3, the best advice that my dad ever gave me was to show up and do what you need to do, and you'll already be ahead of 80% of the world. Time and time again, this has proven true for me. Sometimes I am an overachiever, but there are hard days where all I can do is show up, keep my head down, and get the job done. I meet deadlines, and I don't cut corners, and it's worked for me so far. Congratulations on making it to the next stage of your life. The world is yours if you have the courage to pursue it. Know your worth, don't hold yourself back, and go out there and be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Jardine. At this time, I would like to introduce our next student speaker, Abigail Sears, summa cum laude.
There are 11 students in this class who were inducted into the National Honor Society. These students excel not only in the classroom, but serve their community and are involved in extracurricular activities as well. Today, these students are wearing blue and gold cords from the National Honor Society. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Okay. Also, there are several students who were awarded the distinction of being selected for the National Technical Honor Society through Butler Tech. Please stand and be recognized. This is the 22nd year that the state of Ohio has awarded honors diplomas for graduates who meet academic and career technical qualifications. Students who have met the criteria for an honors diploma will be recognized today as well. Students receiving an honors diploma or career technical honors diploma will have the words "with honors" read after their name. Our partnership with Butler Tech has afforded many students opportunities in career technical education. Students are able to choose from 14 programs between the Northwest and Conferring campuses. Additionally, students from 10 neighboring school districts, including Northwest, enroll in programs on 4 Butler Tech campuses: D. Russell Lee, Natural Science Center, Bioscience Center, and the School of the Arts. Will all students that completed a Butler Tech program this year please stand to be recognized? Also, through our arrangement with Butler Tech and Sinclair Community College, students have an opportunity to earn an associate's degree through Ohio's College Credit Plus program. At this time, we would like to ask Luke Chapin and Amber Marquardt to please stand and be recognized for this accomplishment.
Thank you, Abigail. Our next student speaker will be Naya Martin, summa cum laude.
There are 8 graduates in the class of 2022 who have made the decision to enlist in the military upon graduation. We thank them for their patriotism and commitment to protect the freedoms of our country. Please stand as your name is called. Keaton Berry, Army National Guard. Kevin Braxton, United States Navy. Alexandra Martinez Cambron, United States Navy. Gabriel Brodes, United States Army. Leonardo Martinez Artiega, United States Army. Dante McKinney, United States Army. Nicholas Moore, United States Army. Austin Smith, United States Army. Thank you. Additional awards were given to students that we would like to acknowledge at this time. Teachers in each department nominated 2 students to recognize on Senior Honors Night for the overall contributions to the course the students took in that part. Medals were given to the students to signify their excellence in the content of these classes. Would those students who received department awards please stand?
Thank you, Naya. Please welcome our next student speaker, Hannah Baker, magna cum laude.
Beyond academic recognition, there are many honors that have been bestowed on our performing arts group at Northwest High School over the past 4 years. And these groups were able to return to the stage this year with a full musical presentation of the 25th annual Putnam County Specialty and a full seasonal concerts from the band and orchestra and choir. Thank you to our musical directors, Mr. Hewning, Mrs. Crawford, Mr. Murata, and our drama director, Mrs. Woolweber. Would the senior members of the band, orchestra, show choir, and drama club please stand to be recognized?
The only way to truly capture all the memories of the past year is through pictures and captions in our yearbook, the Excalibur. At this time, we would like to recognize our yearbook sponsor, Mr. Gilliand. Northwest High School has a strong partnership with the Cincinnati Police Federal Credit Union. We have a student branch of the credit union in our school's cafeteria, and we would like to thank Mrs. Robin Lind and Mrs. Tammy West for their support and dedication to our school and to the financial literacy of our students, as well as Mr. Clark for the work he does to lead this group of students. We would also like to recognize our two senior managers of the Knights Credit Union, Jalen Martin and Adam Rowland. Please stand to be recognized. At this time, I would like to introduce our next student speaker, Justin Marcourt, magna cum laude.
Our senior student athletes had a memorable year as well. 24 student athletes were recognized by the Southwest Ohio Conference as a member of the all-academic team, carrying a 3.5 GPA while earning a varsity letter. 25 student athletes have been named to the all Southwest Ohio Conference teams in their respective sports. This includes 6 earning first-team honors. There were also 2 district qualifiers, 2 state qualifiers, and 1 All-Ohio selection. While some spring sports still competing, we also have 6 students in the class of 2022 who have made arrangements to continue competing at the collegiate level. Would these student athletes please stand and be recognized and remain standing? Would seniors who were varsity athletes this year please stand and be recognized? At this time, I would like to introduce our next student speaker, Amber Marcourt, summa cum laude.
Thank you, Justin. Being a leader and being able to take initiative are important qualities to having success in life. At this time, we would like to recognize the senior class officers. Please stand when your name is called and hold your applause until all names are read. President Jamie Adams, Vice President Lindsay Rohrig, Secretary Abigail Sears, and Treasurer Miles Blackwell. Thank you to these officers for their help with planning the senior class activities and creating memories that will be with us for quite some time. Over the past 4 years, our Student Senate executive members organized community service events, pep rallies, dances, staff and student recognition events, spirit weeks, fed needy families in our community during the holidays, and ran organization meetings. This group is led by Mrs. Bowling, Mrs. Young, and Mrs. Daly. Would our Student Senate executive officers please stand and be recognized when your name is called? Please hold your applause until all names are read. President Miles Blackwell, Vice President Lindsay Rohrig, Recording Secretary Nia Martin, and Corresponding Secretary Kara Piccini. We just finished our 4th year of a program called Knights Successes Academy, which provides students with an additional pathway for graduation and an opportunity to recover credits while being employed. This group graduated 53 students this year and was extremely successful under the leadership of 4 of our teachers, Mrs. Bowling, Mrs. Loveley, Mr. Miller, and Mr. Kramer. Would the students graduating who are part of the KSA program please stand and be recognized?
Thank you, Amber. Seated on the stage are the top 10 graduates of the class of 2022. At this time, we would like to introduce these distinguished graduates. Graduates, please stand when your name is called. Christopher Harmon, son of Emily Eubanks, will graduate summa cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.69 and is ranked first in the class. Christopher has been accepted to Miami University, the University of Cincinnati, The Ohio State University, and Ohio University. He'll be attending Miami University and plans to major in biochemistry and neuroscience. Christopher has been offered scholarship awards totaling over $123,000. Lindsay Rohrig, daughter of Michael and Rhonda Rohrig, will graduate summa cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.61 and is ranked second in the class. Lindsay has been accepted to the University of Cincinnati, The Ohio State University, Mount St. Joseph University, Wright State University, Northern Kentucky University, and Miami University. She plans to attend Miami University and major in music education. Lindsay has been offered scholarships totaling $348,000. Luke Chapin, son of Mark and Dory Chapin, will graduate summa cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.60 and is ranked third in the class. Luke has been accepted to Wright State University, Utah State University, and Brigham Young University. He has chosen to attend Brigham Young University and plans to major in mechanical engineering. He has already earned an associate's degree in electrical mechanical engineering technology. Luke has been offered scholarships totaling over $50,000. Abigail Sears, daughter of Jonathan and Michelle Sears, will graduate summa cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.51 and is ranked fourth in the class. Abigail has been accepted to Northern Kentucky University, Miami University, Mount St. Joseph University, Thomas More University, and Xavier University. She has chosen to attend Mount St. Joseph University and plans to major in physical therapy. Abigail has been offered scholarships totaling over $370,000. Naya Martin, daughter of Robert and Michelle Martin, will graduate summa cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.50 and is ranked fifth in the class. Naya was accepted to the University of Cincinnati, The Ohio State University, Bowling Green University, Capital University, Livingston College, the University of Dayton, the University of Akron, Hofstra University, Northern Kentucky University, Ohio University, Sinclair College, Stetson University, Xavier University, and Youngstown State University. She plans on attending the University of Cincinnati and plans to major in medical sciences. Naya has been offered scholarship awards totaling over $650,000. Amber Marcourt, daughter of Richard and Jerice Marcourt, will graduate summa cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.48 and is ranked sixth in the class. Amber has been accepted to Mount St. Joseph University, Miami University, the University of Cincinnati, and the University of Findlay. She plans to attend Mount St. Joseph and major in biology. She has already earned an associate's degree in liberal arts. Amber has been offered scholarships totaling over $228,000. Cara Puccini, daughter of Kevin and Wendy Puccini, will graduate summa cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.42. She is ranked seventh in the class. Cara has been accepted to Mount St. Joseph University and the University of Cincinnati. She plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and be in the exploratory program. Cara has been offered scholarships totaling over $196,000. Ethan Hang, son of On Noi, will graduate summa cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.41 and is ranked 8th in the class. Ethan has been accepted to the University of Cincinnati and plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and major in pharmacy. Hannah Baker, daughter of Scott and Deborah Baker, will graduate magna cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.36 and is ranked 9th in the class. Hannah has been accepted to Wright State University, the University of Dayton, and the University of Cincinnati. She plans to attend Wright State University and major in mechanical engineering. Hannah has been offered scholarships totaling $88,000. Justin Marcourt, son of Richard and Jerice Marcourt, will graduate magna cum laude with a weighted GPA of 4.34 and is ranked 10th in the class. Justin has been accepted to the University of Dayton, the Ohio State University, Mount St. Joseph, and the University of Cincinnati. He plans to attend Mount St. Joseph and major in physical therapy. Justin has been offered scholarship awards totaling over $237,000. Please join me one more time in congratulating all of the top 10 graduates on their outstanding achievements. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Christopher Harmon, summa cum laude, to the podium for the senior farewell speech.
Throughout my years at Northwest, I've seen growth in dividends. All of my fellow graduates have gone from a bunch of careless freshmen to some of the most responsible people I know. From holding almost full-time jobs while still maintaining very impressive grades, to participating in more extracurriculars than I can count on my hands. You all have exceeded expectations in spades, and that deserves more praise than I alone can give. And it's my honest hope that you all maintain that drive. Don't stop now, because we're just getting started. Maintain that level of responsibility for yourself and for everyone around you. That responsibility can come in many forms, from raising families to pursuing higher education or career goals that will enable you to help and benefit others. But it's not just personal responsibility that I hope to see you preserve, but the responsibility to your community. That can come in a wide range too. It can be anywhere between being a major leader in local organizations to just being kind and respectful to your neighbors. A little goes a long way, and it's those small displays of respect and kindness that make a community. We live in a vast and open universe filled with nothingness, and one of the most inspirational men to live, Carl Sagan, said that for creatures, small creatures such as we, the vastness is only bearable through love. And on that note, there's also a new form of responsibility now, one that likely many of our parents did not have to grapple with at our age. And that's the responsibility to our environment and to our planet. We live on this tiny blue marble, adrift in space. This marble is special, as it is the only one we know of that contains life. And because of that, it must be preserved. That means making sacrifices and making changes. We cannot continue on this path at this rate. Earth's climate will likely warm by around 3 degrees Celsius by 2100. To some, that might not seem like a lot. However, the consequences of inaction would be brutal. The flooding and heat would result in mass famine, and natural disasters would run wild. This would result in trillions of dollars in damages and make developing countries possibly uninhabitable. It's not too late, however. If we commit to making change now, we put forth hope for a better future than what I just described. That will only transpire if we remain as we are. So now is the time to act. Now is the time to put that responsibility to use. And just as before, that can range in severity. It could be a major contribution, like studying and working towards more environmentally friendly technologies and policies. Or it could be on a smaller scale, like taking public transportation or eating less meat. Some of the most important contributions are the smallest ones. And if everyone contributes just a tiny bit, that adds up and makes a real difference. I know it's a lot to handle and a lot of responsibility to bear, but we have to play the hand that we've been dealt. We can't sit around and wait for it to get done. We have to do something about it. And I'm confident in saying that this task is in capable hands. I've seen what you all can do when you put your minds to it, and I know that you can all take on this responsibility in all the forms it takes. And it's because of that key trait of responsibility that I'm proud to call myself a Northwest Knight.
Thank you, Christopher. At this time, I'm honored to introduce to you our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Dale Yater. Mr. Yater, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the members of the Northwest High School class of 2022. I hereby certify that the candidates seated before you have met the requirements prescribed by the Board of Education, and I present them to you for the conferring of diplomas.
Mr. Pollitt, on behalf of the Northwest Local School District Administration, I wish to congratulate the graduating class of 2022. Mr. Pollitt, the credentials of the candidates presented here today have been reviewed. The candidates are entitled to diplomas they will receive from Northwest High School.
Thank you, Mr. Yater. One of the traditions that we have at Northwest High School is to select one female and one male each year to represent our class as Mr. and Miss Northwest. Staff members select students based not just on their academic accomplishments, but their well-roundedness, integrity, school spirit, passion, involvement in the school and community, and their character. Not only are these students selected by the staff, the senior class also votes on who should receive this honor. So these two students impress not only the adults in the building, but their peers as well. Today, I would like to introduce Miss Northwest, Naya Martin, and Mr. Northwest, Miles Blackwell.
Our goal for today's ceremony is that every student's name is heard as they cross the stage. All students in our class have worked hard to get to this point. Some of us have battled illness, have suffered loss, and have struggled, but we made it. We have persevered. We have shown resilience when faced with obstacles. And we have one last request from all of you here today. It is only fair that we and our families get to hear our names as we cross the stage. This is important to all of us.
When the advisor teachers are done reading the list of names, they will say, "Thank you." That is the time you cheer for your graduates as we move to the next list of names. Cheering before then may result in names being missed. So please, wait until you hear the words, "Thank you." We want all of our graduates to hear our names today.
We will begin by presenting the diplomas to the top 10 graduates seated on the stage.
Christopher Joseph Harmon, summa cum laude with honors.
Lindsay Rose Rohrig, summa cum laude with honors. Luke Philip Chapin, summa cum laude with honors. Abigail Marie Sears, summa cum laude with honors. Naya Nichelle Martin, summa cum laude with honors. Amber Marie Marcourt, summa cum laude with honors. Kara Elizabeth Puccini, summa cum laude with honors. Ethan Rithy Hang, summa cum laude with honors. Hannah Angelica Rose Baker, magna cum laude. Justin Mark, magna. Thank you. Will the Student Senate members please stand to receive your diplomas? Mr. Van Gasbeck, please begin reading the names.
Karen Maria Elena Aguilar, magna cum laude. Miles Xavier Blackwell, cum laude. Carissa Ray Boker, cum laude. Riley May Brinkman, magna cum laude with honors. Alexis Sky Hughes, cum laude. Nikolai Michael Alexander Johnstone. Sephora Lopez Santos. Dante Tayshawn McKinney. Haley Lin Xian Mies, cum laude. Adam Nicholas Rowland, cum laude. Thank you.
DeMarco Montez Adams. Faith Louise Adams. Jamie Francis Adams. Jenna Lynn Adlidia. Alberto Aguilar Castro. Samantha Elizabeth Faith Alacrabelli. Marty Alegre Alejo. Diana Monet Andrews. Anaya Davare Talisha Arnold. Alexis Madison Bach, cum laude. Mariah Tiffany Barrow. Kylie Paige Beckman. Kason LeVar Berry. Keaton Robert Berry. Adriana Lee Blasingame. Logan Riley Bourgeois. Thank you.
Zariah Marie Brady. Kevin Andre Braxton Jr. Christopher John Breeden Jr. Sydney Michelle Breeden. Soraya N. Brewer. Vondre Nicholas Bridges. Nathaniel Adam Britton. Ashley Denise Britton. Gabriel Kyle Gage Brodus. Carson Ryan Brown. Timea Nitrice Tiny Browner. Francis Pio Acevedo Bungabong. Carly Shay Butler Abrams. Kenlyn Denise Caldwell magna cum laude. Mariah Jobriana Campbell. Anna Christina Carmona. Thank you.
Gian Manuel Cedeno Melendez. Alasia Rose Chambers. Saudi Laron Chapman. Charlene Chantray Chuen. Constance Brianna Chisholm. Tamay Rowe Clemens, magna cum laude. Eric Dane Coates. Kimberly Deanna Collins. Savannah Brielle Cook, cum laude. Kendall Alexandria Dominique Cooper. Samuel Thomas Corder. Justin Albert Crane. Nashon Sundiata Crawford. Tiaja Lene Culberson. Kristen Michelle Cutter. Kylie Renee Davies. Reagan Danielle Dennis. Thank you.
Erin Danae Dixon. Kaylee Lynn Elam, cum laude with honors. Ashton Tanner Thomas Foster. Hunter Lynn Freitag. Kamare LaShawn Fry. Damian LeGrand Furbacker. Sativa Ann Aurora Gaines, magna cum laude. Demariante Terrell Gamble. Ronnie Rayshon Gamble Jr. Bryson Richard Gentile. Dawa Abdullah Ghalig. Anna Marie Starr Gleason. Noah Ty Godbold, cum laude with honors. Stephen Edward Grayson, Jr. Ramaya Destiny Green. Thank you.
Jaden Tobias Haggins. Kiana Sylvia Hall. Josiah Deshawn Harden. Kamari Deshawn Harden. Makari Kayshawn Harden. Elijah Harrison. Shamaya Linnell Harshaw. Jamar Latrice Henry Jr. Emily Chelsea Hernandez Canedo. Landon Ryan Hill. Daravante Andrew Hilton. Morgan Leanne Marie Hines, cum laude. Alexander Joseph Hogeback, cum laude. Justine Janae Holiday. Kylie Alexandra Hollinsworth. Lanaya Teray Hooper. Olivia Marie Hopkins, magna cum laude. Thank you.
Marissa Jolene Hubbard. Jalen Lamar Huff. Dominic Ryan Hunter. Haley Madison Hutchinson. Alexandria Ray Ibold. Rodriguez Lee Jeffries. Angelo Jimenez. Tyrese Dejon Johnson. Dejon Trammell Jones. Matthew Owen Jones, cum laude. Nakaira Tiana Jones. Amari Frey Jordan. India Carmen Julius. Thank you.
Rosalind Sue Kinman. Emily Rihanna Marie Klein. Jerron Cortez Alexander Lee. Jemiah Tiny Lee. Kiesha Nicole Lewis. Caden Michael Lentz. Tamara Leanne Lovett. Victoria Elizabeth Marquez. Jalen Dejon Martin. Leonardo Martinez Ortega. Markel Cherie Marvin. Shamir Marie Mason. Brandon Ray May.
Brian Robert Maccabee.
Rhea Nicole McAnich, cum laude. Sierra Nicole McBride. Kiera Lanaya McLean. Jayshawn Todd Kayante McClintock. Bailey Marie McDonald. Abigail Elizabeth McNett. Darion Terrell Montgomery. Timothy James Montgomery Jr. Steve Eugene Mooney IV. Nicholas Andrew Moore. Daniel Benton Morris. Emily Lark Neese. Grace Ann Nicole Nolt. Caitlin Olivia Susanna O'Shea. Layla Nehema Obika. Noah Austin Ochoa. Cheyenne Mackenzie Ortiz. Ariel Ann Osborne, cum laude with honors. Thank you.
Uison Domingo Perez Agiataz. David Lee Perkins Jr. Sierra Paige Pfeiffer, cum laude. Trinity Anastasia Pilko. Gavin Scott Pittman. Michael William Posey. Marquez Michael Postway. Ho'o Ma'e Ariana Olivia Prado. Suman Rai. Haiti Marisol Ramirez Orozco. Cameron Michael Reynolds. Colby Michael Reynolds. Oscar Rios Gallen. Natalie Ann Marie Roberts. Taylor Ray Roberts. Nicholas Aaron Rohrbacher. Tyler Wayne Rottinghouse. Thank you.
Jaden Ramon Sanford. Gabriel James Solers. Megan Grace Schoen. Sincere Divine Scott. Abigail Marie Sears. Wildy Serrano. McKenna Lee Shelton. Alyssa Megan Sickles. Austin Howard Smith. Mackenzie Nicole Smith with honors. Angel Antonio Serrano. Mariana Marie Stearns. Mario Mortez Stearns, Jr. Joshua Sokin Jacob Stewart. Nyla Renee Strickland. Courtney Marie Sudarth.
And I found out we have French descendants.
Thank you.
Yes. Seminole and French. Gage Joseph Tabor. Janaya Amari Terry. Kyra Lauren Tolbert. Anthony Maurice Turner. Lacey Nicole Tuttle. Carla Janice Berea Sarita. Lorenzo Leroy Vernon. Syra Mede Vialta. Quan Vo. Delaney Renee Vogelsong. Sean William Warner Jr. Shanna Faith Marie Warner. Parker John Wayne Warren. Seth Walter William Warren. Thank you.
Jaquan Michael Lee Weathersby. Breasia Lachey Webster. Dante Barry Wheeler Jr. Amari Alexander Williams. Ariana Markel Williams. Christian David Williams. Sierra Michelle Anita Williams. Kimberly Renee Williams. Michaela Joshe Williamson. Chloe Jade Wilson. DeBrian Tyler Woods. Eunice Emanuela Yao. Larry Lee Yun. Rashawn Elijah Zanders. Thank you.
A graduation ceremony is filled with many traditions. Some traditions are new, while some traditions date back centuries. The mortar boards that the graduates wear have been associated with commencement exercises for centuries. Pomp and circumstance, the music to which we enter third arena was performed in England in 1901 and has become associated with graduations ever since.
There is, however, one more tradition we must fulfill this afternoon. Our tassels are currently worn to the right, but must be moved to the left to signify that we've earned our diploma. Real quick, me and I want to take a picture with the last picture of the class. The last picture of the class. Cool. Thank you. Ready? I'll sit right here. Graduates, please stand and join me in moving our tassels to the left. Congratulations, Northwest High School class of 2022!